We're back on 11 of the last 20, and before we dive into the top 2 sports moments on our countdown, let's take a look at some of the best singular moments seen on Blue Ridge 11.
And had a cool moment prior to the match tonight, Jan.
Right there he is, but no one knew, including the family, no one knew he was coming home.
They got to shoot. Jarola Hill's going to take it. She takes a 2-point shot, up and good! And they call the timeout, and that was points number 1,000. Wow, unbelievable. 1,000 points by Jarola Hill.
Hits that one to center pretty well. Going back is Garner, oh my! Tommy Garner goes face first into the fence.
I cannot believe he is standing. Oh my goodness.
Is this Garden Spot team better than last year's? This is a team last year that went to the first round of the state playoffs before bowing out. Of course, led by Curtis Waltman, only a junior, and he's already surpassed 1,000 points for his career.
Zerman poked away. McFeeters puts it up. Got it! Lindsay McFeeters with a buzzer beater to win it.
Left. Oh my goodness, that's the game. Warwick, your new league champs.
Stafiri up the floor. Brent Eyes. Go! He got it! Brent Eyes! Ball game! The Conestoga Valley Buckskins come into Manheim and defeat the Barons by a score of 12-7 to win the Section 2 title in a stunning upset. A lot of options to choose from if you're Calico. Nunaville slips through and got it! Wow, what a game.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, struck her out. The Warwick Warriors are going to the district finals.
6 seconds left. Groove. Oh, he got it to win it! Unbelievable!
The Warwick Warriors are District 3 champions in Quad A.
And the Conestoga Valley Buckskins are the Lancaster 11 League champions for the second time in their career.
The first Lancaster team to ever do it. The Warwick Warriors win 1-0 here over Westchester Henderson.
McCracken. He's got time. McCracken to the hoop. Gets the bucket, and that's the ball game.
With a win here, he will set the all-time win record, which he just did with his patented armbar.
So Will Betancourt, 132 wins.
It's quite a feat, folks.
Incredible.
And here's some more comical moments involving our hardworking Blue Ridge 11 production crew.
For Durr, he'll go play action, fire over the middle. He has a man, and it is incomplete. There was some clutching and grabbing as Karpinski went down.
This whole first series has been scripted. In other words, they had them all written down, and they ran every play down a script.
This is Class, who finds the pylon. He is in for the touchdown. Westchester has dropped 51 on Millersville. They ran right into our camera guy.
At the time of the move. 2-2. Ground ball deflected off the mitt of Lara. And
the completion. Down the sidelines. Another first down. And the stiff arm getting them out of bounds. David, he's been big. Oh,
He's going to photobomb us.
This is disgusting. Oh, that's what they're blowing the whistle for.
Go get him.
Who let that? Hey, that ain't no eagle. That's a chicken. Get him off the field.
Tim, there you go.
Let's get cameras on the water, boys. You got to grab him now, kids. Got it. Yeah, wait. Pick him up. Easy to say from up here, huh?
Sure.
Number 2, 1999 and 2000. Warwick Field Hockey, back-to-back state championships.
Warwick coming into this game, the second place finisher out of District 3, 25-1-1. Their only loss coming in the district final this year.
Late 99, early 2000s, Warwick was the epitome of field hockey, in my opinion. I mean, Coach Durr produced some outstanding athletes and some really great teams. And coming away with back-to-back state titles.
Look for a little lift or a little pushback here. There's the lift, yes.
Got it in.
It's a beautiful job.
I mean, that just speaks for itself.
Warwick PIAA 3A state champions of field hockey.
Those two teams, the 99 and 2000, they were very good. Of course, the 2000 team was the only team I coached that went undefeated.
Welcome to Anderson Field on the campus of Messiah College. It's the girls 3A PIAA state championship this afternoon to be decided between the Warwick Warriors, 27-0-0, the #1 team in the country, the defending state champion, and the #1 team out of District 3, coached by Bob Durr.
They were just amazing.
I think we saw a very, very superb team last year, and this year's team is just trying to step up, and their thing that they have this year, their one word is believe, and believe that they can do it and believe that they could return, and I think they've proved that.
Any back-to-back type situation that you can win is very, very difficult.
There goes Wood.
Nicely done by Wood. Just going to dump the ball across and in.
What a brilliant shot that time by Kelly Wood.
You don't, let me see it. See that happen because you have one good year, and usually it's a bunch of kids that you had that took, that graduated, But we were fortunate that year from 99 to 2000. There was a lot of same players returning, which was very helpful.
Warwick, the 2000 3A state field hockey champions. It was Kelly Wood nailing it at 13:36 of the first half, and Warwick, the champions for the second straight year, an undefeated season, their 32nd win in a row, ranked #1 in the country. And
the college athletes that came out of that program, the amount of kids that fell in love with the sport because of that timeline in the Warwick program, and not just in the Warwick School District, but just watching them as a Lancaster County school and playing in different areas of the county, I think was just a great time for field hockey in this area.
When you talk about great field hockey, you start to talk about Warwick, which has had a storied program under Bob Durr.
No one puts more time in than Bob Durr. I mean, I had the opportunity to coach with him, learn from him, and played for him. So, no one puts any more time in than Coach. He puts everything he has, his heart and soul, into the Warwick field hockey program.
Each team is special in their own single way. I love every team I coach.
#1, 2003, Manheim Central Football State Championship.
What a classic.
Lots of snow. Well, from that night, I think I'm still thawing out. I think I'm still cold.
The game itself was like being in the Twilight Zone. I mean, that made it surreal, but also that much cooler.
Well, it was an interesting day. We didn't even have school that day because of this heavy snowfall. So I remember being in our gym talking with our administrators about what we were going to do. We didn't have school, so technically speaking, if we wouldn't have school, normally we wouldn't play, but this was a little different because it was state finals.
Good evening to you, everyone. It's a snowy one here in Chocolatetown, USA. Out of the east, the Barons at Manheim Central, and out of the west, Pine Richland. Both are undefeated at 14-0.
It's voted #1 all-time best state championship football game in Pennsylvania history for a reason.
Gentlemen, shake hands again. Let's have a great football game. Good luck.
The elements.
They have been doing a fabulous job. Right now the field is in good playing condition. We got a lot of snow.
The overtime, the amount of plays that were made by these kids in these terrible elements was just absolutely incredible. So the week before the championship game, state semifinals, who do they face? Again, Strathaven at Coatesville on an incredibly windy day. I remember I was producing the game.
Ryan Plowman, the left-footed kicker, pumps it through, and the Barons have a 3-0 lead.
And it's something I had never been part of as a coach, an athlete, a producer, director. Never saw anything like it. The win was so crazy. 3-0 they win.
Manheim Central, they were 0-8 in this Eastern Final. They will finally get to Hershey.
So they go from beating Strathaven 3-0 in hurricane force winds to the next week beating Pine Richland in an unbelievable game, high scoring game in 6 inches of snow.
A couple of things that definitely stood out. Jared Moyer.
They got a great one in Jared Moyer, 6'4", and Gary, a quarterback, much like a point guard in basketball, an extension of the coach on the field. This guy is for Mike Williams out there.
Who made our quarterback list. Huge touchdown pass, 4th and 10.
Right now, 4th and goal at the 10-yard line. Moyer looking. He's got a man open in the corner of the end zone. Didn't see him and throws for the touchdown anyway.
Time running out, 5 minutes left in the game. I think Mike Williams came on here and said might be the biggest play in Manheim Central football history. Might have been, I remember that. Scrambling around, he hit Ryan Huber coming across the middle, and the kid from Pine Richland almost broke it up. Really close. If Central doesn't score there, Pine Richland probably wins.
Wow. How about that play for clutch football?
And the other play, obviously, at the end, Sean Wilt.
And here we go with the sure-handed Billy White. He has saved a couple to go to triple overtime. Snap down, the kick is blocked.
Making the blocked extra point at the end in the second overtime. Wilt was such a great story, and I remember I wrote about him the next day. In the follow-up from that night, broke his leg earlier in the season, had missed all of the playoffs. Coming up, got back for the state finals. Wow, good timing. Ends up blocking the kick at the end, and I can still hear that. I can still hear the stadium and the hush, and here's the extra point, and I can still see Sean Wilt swooping in, number 87, and blocking that extra point, and Central won.
Wilt managed to get through, gets two hands up, and right there, state championship, gold medal time for the Mannheim Central Barons, their first ever.
I think I can still hear that ball hitting his hands. It made a sound that I think I'm kind of looking at my play sheet, half looking there, half looking at my play sheet, getting ready to rally the troops again for the next series. Bam, the ball's blocked. And in that instant, it's kind of like the greatest way I think you could win a football game, because it's over in a second. We block, game over, nothing else to worry about. It's not like you got to go out and play again, or we're going into overtime. It's over, and we don't have to worry about it. And then the reality, it took a while for you to think, oh, heck, we're state champions.
Talking to Mike Williams after the game, obviously it was a mob scene in the snow and everybody's trying to get to Williams. I got Mike Williams last. I must have been the last media guy there coming out of the stadium. Central was already on the bus and ready to go, and Mike was one of the last people out, still holding the trophy. And it was just a fun interview with him, just to say, wow, state champs, amazing game, do you even believe this? And there were tears in his eyes, and that's, it was just neat to see that, just to see a coach after all those years win a state title the way they did it. And obviously, you know, his career speaks for itself, but to see Williams like that was really neat.
Mannheim, as a program and community, have been so close for so long. To see them do that was amazing, and it was, you know, just very exciting from an LL guy to see an LL state champion. That would have been, I think, our first state championship, you know, for our league. So I thought it was really cool.
For our whole community, it was just something that people had yearned for so many years, and the disappointments that we had, you know, resulted from tough losses to Berwick, to Strathaven. You know, that just was kind of like the icing on the cake for those people that put their life's blood into the program, including our coaches, our players, our fans. You know, we could brag about the season for 364 days, you know, so that meant a lot to the people in Mannheim.
It was really a phenomenal football game to watch.
So there you have it, Mannheim Central football's 2003 state championship, one of the best sports moments to air on Blue Ridge 11 and #1 on our list. Thanks so much for joining us on another 11 of the Last 20. I'm Chad Landers. That'll do it for our countdowns. Come back next week as we visit with all of our #1 athletes and hear their thoughts on making history.